my meds tasty? No. Ollie Nickel, thank you so much for the raid. I've been a great stream. Thank you. How long is 63 months? I don't know. How long is 63 months? Oh my god. That's like 5 years. Wait. Holy You've been subbed to me for 5 years? Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you think there'll ever come a time where it's like 10-year subscriber here, guys? Oh my god, Belle, you're gonna be 6 years in April? Holy shit. Roxy, how many years are you subbed? Is it like 7? 6? Roxy has 6-year sub badge already. I see a lot of 4 years, 3 years, 6 months, 1 year. Don't worry. Don't feel like you missed out on anything. Sometimes I feel like...
If I ever find out the name of the surgeon that screwed up my limb transplant, I'll beat him with my bare hands.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm like a completely different person from when I first started streaming. Because I was like very like... very shy. I tried watching some of my clips and I cringed so hard. I'm like, oh my god. What the f... I used to do the ara shit. And I'm like, I want to throw up every time I watch that shit. I was so nervous. I would just say whatever and see what was funny. It was a different time. You know what, though? It's true, though. Because it's like, if you think about it, next year is like my 9-year streaming anniversary. Okay? It was a different time. It was a completely different time.
As someone who doesn't know you personally, you seem more yourself now.
I do. I do feel more myself.
Mouse Help I have become addicted to watching Chinese novellas.
Oh my god. I don't blame you, they're addicting. I feel more myself. I feel more confident, I think. I think when I first started, I was really scared. I just used to say whatever I thought was funny. I would blurt shit out all the time and say random shit. And now I feel
Mousey went from baby
like
girl
myself.
to the lil gremlin, and I say that with love.
I feel like myself. I feel woman. First collab with Monkey. Oh my god. I remember somebody earlier said, "Oh, I feel like I missed out on so much." I feel you on that. I feel that sometimes too. I feel like that with friends. I was talking to Connor the other day, and I'm like, man, if we would have met a few years earlier, that would have been cool, because we would have had more fun together. And I've said it with Buff, and I've said it with Candy, and I've said it with like a lot of my other friends, where it's just like, if only we would have met earlier, we would have had much more fun together. But now is the time.
Slight fun fact, about every 7 years your body has lost and replaced every cell, so technically and literally you are an entirely different person from then, Nerge actually.
Like, if I would have met all my friends when I first started streaming, that would be so cool. That was so cool. I was a Buff fan when she was in the pup avatar, that is true. When I first started streaming on Twitch, one of the first people that I saw streaming was Buff, and she was like a tiny little dog. And I thought she was so cool. I used to lurk in her chat, and I was so nervous, because to me, I'm like, oh my god, that is the Buff pup. That is the Buff pup. She was a tiny little dog. Yeah, she was a little puppy dog. It was so cute. I was 5 when you started. Shut up, you liar! Oh my god. Banned the child. I was emotionally immature back then. Does that count? I feel like I'm still emotionally immature. I feel like I'm still emotionally immature. I am very emotionally immature. I feel like for some things I am, but for other things I'm not. You know?
Ok, voy a decir esto por ti y los de atrás. En ese entonces eras tímido, pero mira todas las cosas nuevas que hemos hecho, como millones de dólares para ayudar a personas como tú. Te amamos más de lo que sabes, Mousey. Realmente una inspiración para todo.
Yo te amo también, gracias, gracias. Spanish movie is wild. Spanish movie is wild. I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't know. I think I can be immature, and that's okay. I've seen I've seen people like sometimes like when I do tweets and shit like that, or like when something happens and I see people complain, like I see it in TikTok comments a lot where they're like, "Oh my god, she talks like a baby and blah 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 blah." But most of the time, what they're complaining about is my accent because of my fucking accent and because my voice is high. But I could also see how sometimes I do act kind of like immature. But I don't give a fuck because I feel like who gives a shit? I do have an accent. I do. I mispronounce words and shit. I like to have fun, but also like I feel like genuinely I feel like there was like sometimes I feel like stunted. I don't know if I can explain that properly. Like I spend so much of my time.
Keep it real. That's the way everyone loves it.
Well, I've spent so much of my life like in bed doing nothing, and I missed a moment in my life where I feel like at this time I could have been out doing stuff like where it's like the time for like somebody to go out, go to like clubs, go out and hang out with friends and do this shit. I never got to do any of that shit. I never got to do any of that stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, I'm having fun now because I feel like I'm living now. So eat my ass. I feel like I'm actually living my life now. So, I mean, whatever.
People who get mad about perceived baby talk are thinking way too hard about what they think baby talk sounds like.
Oh yeah,
They're
it's
the
true.
weirdos.
It's true, and they try to like psychoanalyze and shit, and it's just like, brother, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Sit the fuck down. You know what the fuck you're talking about. Sit down, bro.
Maturity wanking is for boring people, stuffy prudes, and stuck-up control freaks. Just live your life, mouse, and tell these morons to suck it.
Suck it. Morons.
Quizás seas infantil, pero tú y esta comunidad no son más que amor, se quieren unos a otros y ayudan a las personas.
Sí,
Lo único
claro.
que importa es que las personas te rodean, se preocupan por ti. Además, mousey, antes no podías comer muchas cosas.
Es verdad.
Ahora mira.
Ahora mira.
Okay, but imagine a whole Shakira Mouse stream just to confuse them. It is the people who say these things that are the immature. Most of us here are aware of your maturity. Having fun is not the same as being immature. Those people are ones still in high school. Also beep, boop.
I feel like a lot of people that say that, they just sound... A lot of times I can look at their like... So like if it's like a comment like on YouTube and or like on Twitter, I can look at their post history and I can look at their posts. And when I go back and see those comments that are hateful or like people like saying that I'm immature and all this shit, I look at their history and it's all anger, sadness, mad, hatred. It just makes me sad for them. It's always negativity. I never see anything like... It makes me sad. It makes me feel bad for them. I'm like, man, I'm sorry. And then they'll be like, oh, well, I'm just kidding. I'm just rage baiting. It's like... I'll never forget one time, like, someone said something really nasty. And this was when I first started, like... This was when I first started. It wasn't even, like, now. Because I wouldn't do it now. But, like... When I first started, like, growing... This was back in, like, 2020, 2021. It was an account that was, like, really mean. And I, like... confronted them and they were like,
found precious family and you so late, but grateful for VODs. Yes, suspect part of how you react is due to lack social interaction with outside world. I have some 3 of it since semi-hermit state.
I'm giving
but
you hugs,
in many ways,
semi-hermit.
you are very mature.
Oh, you're too kind.
Understanding.
Thank you. I confronted them about it.
People with
I
empty
said something
lives always
back.
feel like they have to share their emptiness with others.
I said something back to them. And they messaged me, they DM'd me privately, like, I never thought you were gonna see that, I'm so sorry. And, like, they apologized, like, 50 million times to me. And I'm like, why would you say it? Why would you say something mean if you didn't think anybody was gonna see it? Like, I saw it. And they sent me, like, an apology message. And apologized, like, so many times. They're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I honestly never thought that you were gonna see this, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like... Yeah, at least they apologized.